I'd like to welcome you guys to this broadcast. Please make sure that you share the video and leave us a comment, please, when you can, and do every other things. If you're not subscribed to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. As you may have noticed, if you're a regular person here, you would have known me through the years. I'm not somebody who does things just for the popularity. I did a video where I said I'm more interested in protecting my integrity more than in protecting my popularity. I don't care about my popularity, my brother and sister. If you've been out there, if you've been a famous person, if you've been someone with some influence, you understand that in life, nothing is permanent. Today, you can be at the top. Everybody will be hailing you. But tomorrow, everything can fizzle away. I remember when I was contesting for governorship, people would say, Ijebe go, Ijebe go. That means, in Igbo, for those who don't understand it, Igbo, that means you are already in the government house. You don't reach. You understand? And they just say it, and then you're popular, you're spending money, everybody is crowding against you and around you. And then when that one is over, you now begin to look for the people and nobody's there. You know what I'm saying? So if you get carried away by such things, you'll be very, very distracted in life. That's not the way it happens. So don't worry. I will always hold my opinion to myself. It is my opinion and I'm entitled to it. And I'm saying this ahead of time because a lot of you are not going to like what I'm saying. A lot of you would unsubscribe from my channel. A lot of you will not share my videos. A lot of you will stop talking to me because I'm not saying exactly what you want to hear. But this is the gospel according to me. Chidi Nwanyanwu. This is me, Igbo man, Dr. Chidi Nwanyanwu. This is my own gospel. This is what I believe in. And why am I particularly interested in this topic today, saying that Nnamdi Kanu, by the way, let me go back to where, let me tell you the story that is trending so that you understand what is going on, okay? And a lot of you say, Chidi, you don't know, Chidi, you don't know. I know because this is what I have been telling you since. So if you're just getting to hear this today, I want to tell you, we don't know since. We don't know since. I'm telling you, not be now. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then we're telling you. So on Sahara Reporters, this is what it says. It says some criminals collected huge sums of money to enforce sit at home in Southeast and blackmail IPOB Nnamdi Kanu. See that? And then first time when you hear this, you'll be like, maybe we said it. We said some criminals. It is some criminals. I'm telling you today, Simon Ekpa and his autopilot, they are the problem that IPOB has. They are the problem that Nnamdi Kanu has. It is not that the Nigerian government is his problem. We already know. But you see, when you are inside spoiling the thing, you're creating more problems for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we know that from the time they started preaching this autopilot thing, that there was trouble, and that trouble has continued. The reason I'm here, somebody said, Chidi, focus on neopolitics. Yes, I'm campaigning for Moyele Sowore to win the presidency of Nigeria. I'm campaigning under African Action Congress because this is the season for it. Because the people we are confronting, people we are fighting, this is the battlefront where they are. They are in several battlefronts, and we are confronting them. We are meeting them at whatever place we find them. It's just like ESN is in the bush trying to make sure as much as they can that other people don't come and run over the land and kill our mothers and our fathers. That's another front. But Moyele Sowore and the African Action Congress, did you see what's his name? Tinubu's performance at the Chatham House yesterday? Did you see Tinubu? Did you see how Tinubu even said that Yes, actually, let me not even say he's right in a way when he said that we are the ones that fought for democracy, because he fought under Nadeko. But it's not just fighting for democracy. After you finish fighting for democracy, what did you do with that democracy? So you see, it's not just people presenting themselves. By the way, I don't know what Simon Ekpa is doing right now. I don't watch his channel. I do not know what is the latest thing. But I know that as long as he continues to talk about autopilot, as long as he continues to make some pronouncements on his channel, I know that he is disaster waiting to happen. I've said it several times. I'm just, what I see Nnamdi Kanu saying right now is just a confirmation. And then he sells a narrative that helps to support the lies and the fallacies that he's putting forward there. And the most outstanding thing is that people, somebody said, Dr. Chidi, as from today, you are no longer my friend. I disfriend you. Obidiegu, no problem. No problem. You can defend me. It's not the end of the world, okay? And I wish you well in your undertaking. Don't take it so hard. You know, life is not, you can't kill yourself over I don't know. So I release you. I release you, Obidiegu, okay? A lot of people, you defend me because I don't support P2B. That's fine. You defend me because I don't say things exactly how you like it. That's fine. I don't run for popularity. I run because I know certain things are true, and that's where we stand. Some people say, Simon Ekpa is the only one that is keeping the Biafra struggle alive. Who told you? You just keep the Biafra struggle alive by saying nonsense. You're just talking and talking and talking nonsense. Why? Do you understand? No, just like the reference I made about Tinubu. Are you going to now vote for Tinubu or agree with what Tinubu is saying, or buy the market that they are selling you a walking dead man because he fought for Biafra for Nigerian democracy? No. Yes, he was a member of Nadeko, but look at what happened today. Even when Jonathan was in power, did they not demonstrate? Did they not do protest? Did they not even call for a revolution? During Jonathan, the history is there. The pictures are there. But when it was their own time, and we call for revolution now, they locked up our people. Up to today, people are still locked up. So you see, people change. You have to shine your eyes. You have to keep your head straight. Don't get deceived. Don't get carried away by people's attitudes or their behaviors. You just play to the gallery. You just say the things that people like to hear. People clap for you. You go and collect their money through revenues that you make through YouTube. That's not what it is for me. This thing is not a joke for me. It is reality. That's why even if it is only one person remaining, even if this is only one person that hears what you're saying and understands what you're saying and believes what you're saying, I will stick with that person. I will ride with that person. Okay, you're talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You hear something from him. You've been told that, oh, as long as it's in the DSS dungeon, it is not, it doesn't say. Who told you? He talks with his people. He talks with his lawyers. All the lawyers, Ozekhome. Today, Ozekhome and Ejiofor visited him. You believe that Ejiofor comes and writes the wrong thing, and Ozekhome also writes the wrong thing. His brothers visit him. So everybody, his brothers, connect with the lawyers. I'm not interested in all the details of this person did that, this person did that. Even Kanu at the time was angry with his lawyers. But don't ever allow yourself to be mixed up. Even if every other person is mixed up, I am not mixed up. Why? Because I have this privilege of direct access to some of these people. So all I need to do is ask them one or two questions, and I know what is going on. It is not the fallacies and all the nonsense that people throw on the, and everything has its time. I'm not waiting. I'm sorry. I'm not waiting like every other person. I'm not waiting like you who thinks I'm not making sense. You wait like at the end of the matter. Then you know the story. You know the real things that happen. Then you say, Oga Chidi, I didn't know. In fact, I owe well, I don't this to my sister who called me yesterday from Italy, because she was lamenting about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but I told her, see, we'll talk about these things, but don't worry. People are doing the most they can in the background. But then when I saw this publication on Sahara Reporters about what Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Ejiofor, and the Ozekhome, the release that they released, is Ozekhome, yeah. When I saw the statement that Ejiofor released, I said, yes, this is exactly what I've been talking about. You just stay outside the country and you just throw these things inside, and people die because of your mischief and your stupidity, and you think it's acceptable. It's not acceptable. It is not acceptable. Even if everybody accepted me, Chidi, I don't accept it. And you cannot deceive me, because I know you. You know why I always call Simon Ekpa'S? Because I know him very well. We've talked, and I know this game that he's playing. And what's annoying to me is that a lot of people are being deceived. See, me, I can deceive people. It's a privilege I don't take for granted. It's not everybody that's able to come and talk in the crowd and people will listen to you. That is the sometimes that's the price of leadership. You have to watch what you say. You have to watch what you do. I just can't do anything. Let me just assure you, that you think I just get up and do things anyhow. No, I don't. I think about everything I say, because like I said, I am privileged to have influence over some people. It doesn't matter whether it's 100 people or 200 people, or that I have a channel that a lot of people, even if you don't see people at your live, because some people don't want to come out to your live broadcast. They are very angry with you. They don't want to show up. They don't want to comment. But I can assure you, later they go and click on your video and they watch it, and they want to see when they hear something happening. Oh, something is happening with Shore. People run to your channel to see, what did Chidi say about this? You think if I come out tomorrow and I say Shore is a fool, Shore is a stupid man, Shore did this, it will affect a lot of people. I'm telling you the truth. If you don't know it right now. If I come tomorrow and then say, Nnamdi Kanu is this, that, I'm telling you, it will affect people. People look up to me, small me. Yes, I have influence. You too, you have influence. You just need to, very well. Maybe in your workplace, maybe even in your business. You can't just get up in your business and do something. If you just, like, even in your shop, in the market, you influence the decisions people make about your shop. You wake up one day, you start walking around naked inside the market. People who want to come to your shop, they say, this one not the mad. You see the kind of influence you have. You see how you influence and you affected how people reacted to your shop. So when people like Simon Ekpa, who you have a platform, and through this platform, you are able to talk to people and influence them. When you just start running mad, we need to call you out. It doesn't matter if you go tomorrow and you do another thing and people come and they laugh and people come and they clap. Somebody, and you guys, sorry, I digress a lot when I'm talking about this, because a lot of things come into my mind when I'm talking. A lot of people came to me and they're like, Dr. Chidi, why are we no longer hearing you talk about baby testimony? You were talking about that one and you left it. The same you came back and you say, Dr. Chidi, Dr. Chidi, I don't know what's happening. Somebody say root this, they say chop money, they don't chop money. I said, what did I tell you? I've already told you my truth. I've kept it there and I've moved on to other things. We don't waste time and just be, I've told you, okay, this thing is red color, it's red color. Somebody said, no, it's blue. And then we argue. I said, this thing is red, though. I tell you why I think it's red, tell you everything. But you now come and tell me I should come and be arguing with somebody who says it's blue. If you want to stay there and listen to the person say that it is blue, that's your business. That's your business. If I tell you that I'm a man and I have something under my trouser and you don't believe it, and somebody says, Chidi is a woman. It doesn't have PP something. It has the other one. Why would I waste my time coming every day to prove that the other person is wrong and I'm right? No, I've told you it's me. So you either take what I'm telling you or you don't want to take what I'm telling you. That's your business. Even if there are 1 million people saying that I'm a woman, you want me to agree that I'm a woman to make those people happy? Or you want me to come and every day I make a program and say, because they say that I don't have PP something, I have the other one that is not. Oh my God! Oh. Somebody say you have not talked about the killing in Izombe and Four Corners. You see, me, I've not talked about the killing in Izombe and Four Corners. See, that's why people like the autopilot and Simon Ekpa, they make me angry. The reason why they make me angry is that they come and claim they're talking about Biafra, they're talking about our homeland, and they just mess up this whole thing. Now, when you say sit at home, and people are sitting at home, and the other people, and people are afraid. Then some other people say they are enforcing sit at home, and they just tie red thing on their head and they carry gun. People will say it's ESN. People will say it's IPOB. Now we don't know who is kidnapper. We don't know who is IPOB. We don't know who is ESN because of the confusion. I'm angry about what do you mean I'm not? Four Corners is my village. I am from Ozala. Who told you I'm not doing something about it? You think it's every security matter we talk in the public? No, you don't discuss every security matter in the public. We talk about it in we have Ozala Forum. We have our neighborhood watch. We have ODU, Ozala Development Union. Do you understand? With our President General is Barrister Nwabara. We're discussing those issues there. In fact, recently we discovered the people who were actually empowering those people there. Okay, my brother, what do you want me to say? The governor of Enugu State is a fool, a stupid fool. What is the buruburu? Just name burugari everywhere. What do you want me to say? I talked about it. People say you're making noise abroad. Come back to Nigeria. I carried my bag and my load and everything, and I went and I stayed in Nigeria for 7 months. I campaigned. I went to these places that this Fulani herdsmen and these terrorists are operating. We went to all of these places. Every local government in Enugu State, we went. I walked the whole. Have you forgotten? I walked everywhere now. We want them. This man, the same governor that went to Abuja to beg Buhari when terrorists and Fulani herdsmen attacked our people. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? Sometimes the people, I only pity the good people in Enugu State. Otherwise, I don't know what to say. The people get the leadership they want. What else can I do? I've gone now. I've tried to pay my dues. I campaigned. I wanted to be good. You think if I'm governor of Enugu State, this kind of thing will happen? No. You think if me, Dr. Chidi Nwanyanwu, governor of Enugu State, you think if I'm governor of Enugu State, this kind of rubbish should be happening? I mean, just think about it. Just close your eyes and imagine me, governor of Enugu State. Just 1 month. 1 month. The AAC candidate for a governorship in Enugu State, Dr. Chidi Nwanyanwu, sworn in as governor of Enugu State. You just imagine. Just check. You just check it. Do you understand? Just turn the whole place around. Just, like just sprinkle some, you know what I'm saying? Just do some things. Anyway, I don't even know how I got to this place. Anyway, so you see, when people have influence, they have to be careful how they use that influence. They have to be careful what they open their mouth and say. And so that is the mess that we find ourselves, is because people like Simon Ekpa who continue to do the things that they're doing, and you keep saying you don't accept it. You've not heard it. He went ahead to say whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says, he will not believe it. And that's when he killed you. That's how criminals behave. Oh my goodness. I'm live, oh. I'm live. You have to call me later. I'm live now. So you understand what I'm saying? When you cause this confusion, we will always call you out. I'm telling you. He says, Chidi, please don't validate Barrister Ejiofor. Why wouldn't I validate him? Somebody that went and saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's not even, see, there is so much confusion right now. Let me tell you the truth. There is so much confusion, but it happens. It happens in every organization. But you see this sit at home thing. This sit at home is about time we let it be. It is not contributing anything good to the struggle. Do I think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case should be in the front burner? Yes. Do I think that the government is not doing well by not even releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You see, that is the government that we're trying to take out of. That's the government we're trying to remove. Why are you surprised? Buhari doesn't respect court orders now. It doesn't. Election or no election, Buhari is already who he is. Sit at home will not make Buhari respect court orders. No, it will not. So if the person you're doing the thing for has said, don't do this thing right now, it paints us in a bad light. Do you know sit at home that is not called by IPOB, the real IPOB with his leadership, that sit at home, I can tell you, it causes so much problem and it brings negative rap to IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's terrible. It is anything, any bad, any evil that is committed on Monday, it is ascribed to IPOB. It's ascribed to ESN. So, hearing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said that it is criminals that are causing the problem and calling for sit at home, I hope it will open your eyes. It will open your eyes to not support the autopilot and what they are doing. One day you turn around and you say, oh, Dr. Chidi, you are correct. I didn't believe you before, but I believe you now. How do I know? Because it happened in so many things, I'm telling you. So what do you want? Let me read the thing for you, Seth, and then that's the only thing I came to. Those of you who don't know, go and read it. It says some criminals collected huge sums of money to enforce it at home in Southeast and blackmail IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu. I don't even need to talk about it. Anybody that keeps saying, "Oh, if we see you on Monday, if you see you come out, we'll deal with you," they're part of the criminals. It says the leader of the Indefatigable People of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has warned IPOB members and members of the public in Southeast Zone of Nigeria against enforcement and observing of what is described as unsanctioned sit at home. That is the sit at home that the IPOB leadership led by Chief Mike Ozekhome has not sanctioned. Kanu, who gave the one on Monday when his legal team led by Chief Mike Ozekhome visited him. So if you think Ejiofor is lying, Ozekhome is also lying. When they visited him at the Department of State Services, DSS custody in Abuja, said that anyone, he said that anyone who obeys or enforces any sit at home not officially declared by IPOB leadership must be ready to face dire consequences. So when they say anybody, that means you that is in my comment section writing nonsense, you that is believing and saying yes, they should enforce it at home on Monday, you are doing it on your own. You are not doing it for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not beg you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is telling you that what you're doing is affecting his situation. So I don't know who you're doing it for. I don't know who you think it is helping. All the people that get killed because sit at home is being enforced. Don't you know that when there is sit at home, that day, anybody who ties red thing on their head or on their hand, green and white, and carries Biafran flag, that person can get away with anything. That person can go and break shops and steal. It will just be said, oh, yes, it is sit at home. So if Ejiofor is a liar, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, oh, do you understand? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Keep deceiving yourself, but don't come and ask me tomorrow to explain to you why certain things are happening, because you are the one that I agreed. Chidi, you're talking nonsense. I agree with you. That is how a lot of you also say that I talk nonsense a lot of times, and then you come back. But the thing is, when what I said starts happening, you now come back and say, Chidi, you were right to. You were right to. So continue doing what you're doing. Me, my own is my own is to tell you the truth. Whatever you like, you can take. Okay. Someone say your plans have even gone down sincerely. Have started talking rubbish. No. My platform hasn't gone down. I don't come to do a lot of live, because I'm attending to so many things. That's understandable, and I said it before. That's how it. If I am regular on YouTube, then YouTube will spread your message and you'll get more people. But it's not about that. When I'm able to come, I'm able to come. Okay, this is something that I know better than you. Okay, it is the amount of time you put into your YouTube that keeps people coming to your YouTube. But there are some times when other things pull you away from your YouTube, and you need to. For me, YouTube is not my source of income. Okay, it's something I do, to be able to air my opinion. Okay, so sometimes when I'm able to stay, I stay long. If I stay long, the viewership will increase. But if I leave it like sometimes 2 weeks before I do something, sometimes 1 week, the viewership will go low. But it doesn't matter. What we are doing out there is putting the truth out there. Whenever anybody encounters it much later, that is what is important. It's not about the millions of people watching it at the same time, because you can be wrong and the millions of people will still be there to see that you're wrong. The only thing is that tomorrow they will say, oh, they didn't know. But anyway, let's keep that where it is. Let us keep that where it is. It says, Chidi, face your political campaign. Of course, I'm still campaigning. In fact, that's one of the things that is keeping me very, very busy. We are campaigning. We are hoping that we'll be able to change the narrative in Nigeria. And I posted on Facebook, I hope you saw that too, that I have put a bigger padlock in my door. Somebody was arguing with me. He was just arguing his head off. I just asked him, I said, look at you. After some time, I didn't hear from him. I said, be like, say your fuel don't finish. Fuel in your generator has finished. No, you be there arguing with me. You're there arguing. You don't have light. You don't have water. Armed robbers are pursuing you. You don't have any good road. Your network is bad. You don't even have hospital to go to. Your school is dilapidated. Everything is working bad for, and you're there arguing with me. Your generator is running. You're doing pika with me on the phone. No, stay there now. Let me see me and you whose condition is better. Be there arguing with me, waiting for me to come and do waiting the column. You waiting for me to come and do program and start. Don't face your problem. Oh. Wait. Don't vote the right person. Don't change your situation in 2023. You think it's me here? I was election finished. I'll come and you think I live on the internet? You think as you're seeing me here, this is where I live? No. Once I finish that, come on this cap, I go back to work. This thing now will last for maybe the next couple of minutes, and I'm done. There are 24 hours in a day. You think just this 1 hour that I did on YouTube, that summarizes my whole day? No. What do you think I was doing before? Right now it's 12:37. because 12 o'clock is my break time. So I said, during my break time, I'm going to do this video. Did you think about what I did from when I woke up in the morning till now? Or when I'm done with this video, do you know what I'm going to do until the end of the day? You see, it's myopicness, what do they call it? That will make you just summarize everything about me just by the small time I have to spend with you on the internet. No. And I hope that you watch the internet and you watch those videos, and you have other things that you're doing. Yes, I would want 1 million people to watch my videos and I get viewership and then make a little money, but that is residual income. I'm not going to lie to get that viewership. I'm not going to run and say something, make up stories around trending issues just so I get that viewership. No, I will follow the leading of my heart. I will speak something that I think will help to bring about peace, justice, and progress in my community and amongst my people. I don't just do it for the fun of it, or so that just people clap for you or you become famous. Me, famous again. Which kind of famous again I want to be? Now, wow. I'm already famous to somebody. I'm famous to my wife and my kids. If you see me where my wife and kids are, I am number one. I'm superhero. Those are my greatest fans. I'll be worried when my daughter looks at me and says, "Daddy, I don't love you." That one, it will be. If I check in the comment and my daughter, that's when I'll be worried. Or my wife says, "Baby, I think we need time. We need a break." That is when I'm worried. But if it is because you're writing trash, no, that doesn't worry me at all. Doesn't worry me. Okay. Somebody, let me read some of your comments. Someone says, "Chidi, block all the infiltrations in the forum, commenting some." No, I don't block people. I don't have to block them. Let them, those times when they play these games is over. I came here. In fact, I need these people who are writing this trash. It's because of you I did this video. Because when you go to that your autopilot meeting, and when you allow your brain to be washed and you're believing nonsense, sometimes you don't even get to read this kind of things. You don't get to see that it's happening. So what my duty is to bring it to you. If you didn't believe it from me, now you will hear it from Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, you people are even funny. You see Ozekhome in court. Any day he comes to court and they say something, you clap, you're happy. Hey, Ozekhome, the lawyer, Chukwukika, bless you. Ejiofor, you're good. Ejimako, you're good. Oh, Ozekhome, oh, God bless all the IPOB lawyers. IPOB, one Nigeria. I said one Nigeria. IPOB, one family. IPOB, one family. God bless everyone. You're very, very happy. But when Simon Ekpa tells you to sit at home and you hear from the same lawyers, so you pick and choose. Once you begin to see yourself pick and choose, something doesn't happen to your brain. I'm telling you the truth. Once the same person you believed yesterday, you believed them when they were in court, you believed them when they made the government drop all the counts against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You believe them when they ordered the federal government to, when the court ordered the federal government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You believe them when they were addressing you. Then all of a sudden, you don't believe them when they come out and tell you that Nnamdi Kanu said this. Why? Because you're listening to Simon Ekpa. Do you understand why I'm doing this video? I'm wondering what's wrong with your head. What is wrong with your head? So why don't you tell me that, oh, Dr. Chidi, these people are lying? Why don't you say, oh, when they say that the counts have been dropped, it's a lie? When you saw them with Nnamdi Kanu in court, why don't you say that it's a lie? You believe that one. Why don't you say it's a lie when they come and tell you that today we were, Ejiofor will say, today we were in court and they see this, that. Even when there was no video filming the thing in court, they make a statement, you believe it because it is what you've conditioned yourself to hear what you want to hear. Don't you see that you're in trouble? You're no longer in tune with reality. Something is wrong with you. And that's why I'm worried about, I'm actually worried about you. Because you're no longer thinking well. Do you understand? You're no longer thinking well. Because if you were thinking well, when do you separate? When does Ozekhome, the same Ozekhome, is talking correctly, and all of a sudden he's not talking correctly again? Because he has touched in the area you have convinced. Do you know when somebody's brain has been brainwashed? It is a mental state. You're in trouble. You need rebooting. You need for something to go into your head and change it. Oh, I'm telling you, you're in trouble. Better go and do something about it. It says, Chudi, you that your head is correct. My head is not correct. And you're in my channel watching me and listening to me, and my head is not correct. I wonder how that happened. Anyways, I'm being told that my break time is up, so I'm going to have to stop this here. Go and read the news and see what is going on. Or is it, Chidi, what you're saying now and your topic, you're completely different. Why is it completely different? It's not completely different now. The topic is that people are enforcing the sit at home. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not call for sit at home on Monday, and anybody who is calling for sit at home in Southeast is a criminal. Why do you say it's not the same thing? It's the same thing now. It's the same thing. The reason why I brought in Barrister Ejiofor is that the statement was given by Barrister Ejiofor after they visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, Monday. That's why this is all connected. But some people are coming to say that it's not true. It's not Nnamdi Kanu that said it. So my thing is, why are you saying that it's not Nnamdi Kanu that said it? Meanwhile, you believed the lawyers when they were talking about the case in court. So you have to believe the same lawyers that are telling you the other thing. He said, Chidi, why you want to run? I want to run because my wife is calling me now. You see all the things that Joe Ibokwe is calling me. Sorry, Joe. I can't take your call because my time is up. I will go if you like now. I will continue the video and show you where I'm going to work. But I don't have to prove anything to you. Anyway, I know make my wife no come pursue me from work. That's more important. Joe Ibokwe, you're calling me. Joe, I'm on the show. I know you want to make a contribution, Joe, but I have to go, Joe. I have to go. My wife is calling me. I need to. Anyway, go ahead. Talk. She's typing no worries. Okay, so she's saying no worries. Go ahead.
Okay, my comment is this. Remember, I came to your show when Kanota came.
Yes.
Remember what I told him? From the onset, I knew. But my problem is that, right, IPOB is the one to be blamed in all this. Because he has insulted Kanota, insulted his wife, insulted DOS. My business in Abia State is going down because of sit at home, a high cost of products to produce certain things. And we continue to say sit at home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So when I'm asking, don't they have legal department that will put this man, checkmate this man?
My brother.
Don't they have legal department? I've written them. Let their legal department stand up and face the reality. He is not an IPOB member. He's using Nnamdi Kanu's name. He's claiming to be a disciple. He's claiming to be an IPOB spokesperson. All these are legal procedures that we use to stop this nonsense. People are dying back home. My family and all the rest of our families, and we are here saying, "Oh, I'm Simon." Why can't we go through legal procedure and stop him before more things continue happening? That's my comment.
Thank you, Joe. You see, thank you very much. I'll talk on the show. Guys, you can see, I was going to run out, but Dr. Erica says it's okay. Like I say, she's my boss for real. You don't understand. So that's why I have a little minutes to talk. You see, my job is what you see me doing. My job is to point us to the truth. I am not IPOB leadership. I've also been very, very upset with IPOB leadership. If you go back to, there was another video I did. I was upset with IPOB leadership. I'm like, you know what to do, so just do it already. It's not my place to do that. Do it already. The more you allow this to continue, the more problems you continue to have. And that's what's happening. And it will continue till you do what you're supposed to do. I'm not the one to tell you what to do. You know what to do. My own is, I'm making this contribution as out of concern. And I believe this is my own duty to do. If I see another thing to do to stop Simon Ekpa from this, Simon Ekpa is like a cancer in this whole struggle, unfortunately. And it's a disaster. It's a disaster waiting to happen. Go and tell him this is me that said it. Maybe he used to make programs with me. Now he doesn't even do anymore. But I'm telling you the truth. Things are being destroyed. At the end of the day, Shebi, there was a time I say, all the people that die is part of the struggle. These are the sacrifice. But you're alive. Why don't you go and sacrifice yourself? Come and sacrifice yourself now. Since the people that die over sit at home, the people that die over all the confusion, since they are part of the sacrifice, why don't we sacrifice you or your child? Send your own child now. Let's sacrifice your child. Okay? Why don't you throw your own child into the mix? Why don't you come and enforce it at home by yourself? Sit at home enforcement, they kill somebody. Even in that Ozala, my village, 4 corners, you know how many people they've killed? My friend here, who is here with me in Toronto, that went home, he was nearly killed. He was nearly killed on a Monday. This senseless, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. And I didn't come here to have a banter with you over argument or who's popular or whose text or whose comment is what. No, that's not what. This is not one of those programs. This is not one of those programs where you write or you curse me and then I write and I answer you. No, this is not one of those. This is one of the programs where we are talking serious, where we are talking like serious thing. That's why I started this thing by playing that music by Flavor. Abmonyi. I need you to know this, that it doesn't remove 1% from my Igbo-ness. I'm doing this because I'm an Igbo man. To the core, I believe in the Biafran struggle. And that's why I'm concerned. And of course, like I said, if you know me, you know I wear several hats. If you don't pay close attention to what I'm saying, if you don't pay close attention to the way I live my life, you will misunderstand me. But you see, I can only try to make you understand me, but I'm not going to live my whole life trying to make you understand me. That would be a waste of time because you have your life to live. I can only live my life. And I'm not even perfect. I don't know it all. Don't get me wrong. I can only talk and explain to the best of my ability. And in this case of sit at home, this regular sit at home, and I don't even know all the things that he says. I heard there's one he said they will do a continuous sit at home 4 or 5 days. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine? So in this particular case, I came to tell you, with my lips, I came to tell you that anybody who is supporting that sit at home, anybody who is enforcing it is a criminal. Simon Ekpa is a criminal to the core, very deceptive. I'm telling you, I'm so disappointed, but that's my personal opinion. And some of you love him, fine, love him. I don't hate him as a person, but what he does, and that's me. I don't have a right to hate you as a human being. But you see what you're doing, I will hate that your act. And even if in hating your act, you get a portion of that hate, so be it. So be it. I can't stand people not being sincere. I can't stand people being manipulative onto the point where people are dying. And you're there preserving your life in one part of the world. Maybe dishing others that will make people lose their lives. Are you mad? Anyway, That's it says Simon Ekpa has never robbed you. Okay, no problem. You can defend it. The same you will come out one day and say, hey, Chidi, come. Just like you're calling me in Enugu now. I say, what do you, Chidi, Enugu State? What do you want me to do in Enugu State? What do you want me to possibly do in Enugu State? What do you want me to do in Enugu State? I went there to do campaign. What else can you do? I said, this is what we're going to do to solve the problem. I said, go and sit down. Go and sit down. You and your small party. You and the show. Now we're coming back now. We're telling you, see the way Nigeria is going on. If we want Biafra, if we want referendum at all, to even get referendum, who is the only person talking about referendum? You ask me, Chidi, you're an Igbo man, why are you with Shore? Now you know why I'm with Shore. The only person talking about, did Peter B tell you he will do referendum? I don't want to start opening another topic. You can be obedient all you want. Right? Peter B is an Igbo man. If he makes it to presidency, so be it. Congratulations to him. But for me, because of what I believe about the Biafran struggle, because of my belief in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I am with anybody who will guarantee me that they will scrap the constitution and start afresh. Anybody who will guarantee me that they will guarantee the inclusion of referendum in that constitution. That's the person I want to listen to. I don't want to listen to anybody who will tell me that we are still friends with Obasanjo, IPOB. There is no way they will change that constitution. There is no way you will get your referendum. There is no way Biafra will come. It doesn't matter if you understand it right now, but that is my perspective. That's why you see me doing what I'm doing. It may not make sense to you, fine. So here we come again saying, okay, if it is politics they are doing right now, oh yeah, let's enter there. Let us compete on that platform. They brought out Atiku. They brought out Tinubu. You want us to keep quiet and any of these two people go and rule Nigeria? It won't happen now. I will see, at least the most you can do is at least fight now. You want us to fold our arms and watch them? What do you think will happen? What do you think will happen if you are not there in that political space? What do you think will happen? They will just give it to either one of them. I may even pardon you if you're obedient, because at least you are there in the struggle. My only problem there is that you are there playing the game the way it was played before. Like I said, I don't want to get into that because that will open another kind of worms. You are entitled to believe what you want to believe. But how about when you're believing it and you're basing it on some things that I don't understand? You say we know they give shishi, we are different, and then we see videos, people struggling saying they pay 20 million to organize a rally. Do you understand? That's where I begin to see. You see, we're back to the same game. We're playing this thing like a game. We're playing with people's lives, just like Simon Ekpa. They're playing. I don't want that. I don't want the games. I don't want the games. And so, if we're saying Shore is a no-nonsense person that can deliver what you want in Nigeria, say, you're too small. You cannot win the election. You don't have the population. You don't have, okay, last, they don't cast. Now everyone go chop breakfast. Okay, very soon you will see. Even as so we did before now. This Simon, I've guaranteed you. Simon said they'll give you Biafra in 90 days. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how that thing happens. Somebody will come and say, I don't know. I don't know. When I was doing the case of baby, and when I say when I was doing the case of baby testimony, it doesn't mean we'll not talk about it. We'll talk about it when there's something to talk about. Somebody came and said, oh, baby testimony will be found in these days, number of days. You people were waiting, Don't you understand? It's the same trick. When that time reached, they say, oh, in fact, we're no longer looking for baby testimony. They found him in this. And you're following all that thing. Open your mind now. Are you that dumb? Now somebody says, 90 days, we're going to do this. You follow the person. Are you, use your brain now? You're smart. You're smarter than that. You are smart. If now juju, I can't come against, look into my eyes, say I'm smart. That juju they do me, come on. Say, juju, come on, I bind you. Anyway, he says, I was shocked to see Ekpa'S assaulting Barrister Ejiofor. Well, you don't understand. Simon Ekpa, somebody is bold enough to insult the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You're still following the person. Now, juju, now, you don't understand. Somebody has insulted everybody because he's not working with anybody. Insult, he just wakes up and he just does. Look, when you're talking about following people, be careful. It doesn't mean anytime you're following the crowd, you're right. Remember the Guyana tragedy? He had a lot of people following him. He convinced them to drink poison, and all of them drank poison. You don't remember? Oh, most of you are new to things. You don't remember now. It's a story, the Ghana tragedy. It's a real story. One day I will just maybe, because I think we need to go back and we'll play that. We're going to play that film again. Just go and get the film, and you will see. Maybe I need to show you this picture. Some of you don't understand. You've not read the tragic Johnstown massacre. Let me show you what happens, because some of you you're new to history and you're new to internet. When you're just following people, you don't understand. Somebody say, "Can you open your phone line?" Don't worry, I'll open my phone line a little bit now. Let me show you this. Let me show you what happens. Look, see, go and read this story. The tragic story of the Johnstown massacre, modern history's largest mass suicide. Until the September, okay, Johnstown massacre is even in America. Look at this one. This one is okay. No. Okay, this one is different. This one is dead bodies surround the compound of the People's Temple Court after the Jamestown massacre, where more than 900 members, yes, this is what I'm talking about, led by Reverend Jim Jones, died from drinking cyanide-laced flavor aid. November 19, 1978. Jonestown, Guyana. This is Jonestown, Guyana. Yeah, I'm right. Sorry. Jonestown massacre. How did these people, the people in Jonestown compound, isolated themselves? They isolated themselves in Guyana because they wanted in 1970 what many people take for granted. You see, what in the 21st century people take for granted. Do you understand? A country should have an integrated society that rejects racism, promotes tolerance, and whatever. They believe Jim Jones had the power, influence, and connections to mainstream leaders who publicly supported him for 6 years. They believed that he had that power. They drank a cyanide-laced grapefruit. They drank it by themselves on November 19, 1978, because they thought they had just lost their entire way of life. It helped, of course, that it wasn't the first time they thought they were taking poison for their cause, but it was the last time. And he had led them gradually. You don't understand. That's what comes with brainwashing. You don't think it's true. You don't think it's happening to you, but it's gradually happening. Just turn around and look at where this started. Can you just turn around and see from where Simon Ekpa started doing this thing? You thought it was a one-day thing, 2 days, 3 days. You thought it would be over. 1 week, 1 year. Just go and see. You have been brainwashed. You don't fall. You are lost. You need to reset your brain. People like me, we don't come all the time to talk about this. So you're lucky that you're hearing me talk about this. You need to pull away. You need to say, no, not me. Just pull away. Because if you listen to this every day, that's why you are where you are. You listen to it every day. You listen to it every day. You go and you go. This thing self. I don't want to look. What are they even saying, self? Is he even talking about it? Oh, he's talking about it. Oh, wow, people are commenting. I see people. 15,000. Let me say I want to be here. Let me even comment. Someone up by your God blessing. Let me donate money too. Yes, in fact, Amarachi, I'll listen to you, sir. Let me go. We can call in to feed. Can we call in to feed our view? Oh my God. Okay, I will let one person call, and then I'm glad you are not shying away from this issue. Okay, let me just put my number. Let one person call. I'll take that call. I will close. And I'll go and do work. I've already done 1 hour on this. So I just put the number there. I'll take one call, and then say people are requesting you allow calling the program. Oh, sorry, I didn't read that. Sorry. Look at you. You have nothing good to offer. Lawrence Norom, I have nothing good to offer. I'm going to stay there. The number you can call. I'll take like 1 or 2 calls, and then we'll close the program. But I'm really talking to people who you have been hypnotized. You allow yourself. I know how it happened. Even the Bible. Why? God himself, Jesus Christ, recognizes the power of listening and listening. That's why he's talking about how do we get the gospel to the people? How do people get changed? It's by we preaching and the people listening. And if the people keep listening and listening and listening, then they will become convinced. That is what is happening. That, in fact, in a way, I will actually even take blame on that side. But I'm just able to do what I can do. You must forgive me. People like Simon just sit and talk and talk and talk and talk. And then when you listen and listen and listen and listen, then you just find yourself sucked into the whole thing. And then you don't know what else to do. You find yourself behaving that way. So the person that wants to call, the call number is there. If you call, I'll pick your call. Otherwise, I'm going to close and go do something. Go work. There's work to be done. You need to go work. I don't make money through what do you call it? I make money by working and getting paid. Yeah, now $1, $2. Somebody say you have done 1 hour now. I want to go do work. Play it back and listen to yourself. I was going to do work. Dr. Erica said, no worries. Read, go back and see where Dr. Erica. See WMTV. She's the one that types. She types and I type too. So you see where WMTV said no worries. That's why, because I'm supposed to join her at the site. So she says no worries. Okay, that's why I continue. So I don't lie. I say the way it is. So Mr. What's your name? Chooks. That's why I'm doing that. Lawrence, you should be feeding from the money. Lawrence, anybody who they feed from the thing, they won't like it to stop. The person I wanted to call, I put a number to call. So if you want to call, I'm waiting for you. Chibike Nkume. If you're able to call, okay, you're calling. I hope it's you. Hello? Hello? You have to speak louder. Hello?
Mr. Chief, good evening from here.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good. And you?
Oh, I'm beautiful. I'm feeling so beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mr. PD, I called you to find out some certain thing from you.
Oh, yeah,
What is the KNS rule?
KNS rule between Munaya.
In assignment.
KNS rule no, let me, you ask the question now. Question,
yes.
Do you want me to answer it, or you have something else to ask? So that when I'm talking, I'll answer you.
I have many things to say.
But you want me to answer this first?
No problem, yeah.
Okay. So for those of you who don't understand Igbo, he asked, what is the problem between me and Simon? And it's not, I don't matter. Simon, it's not about me or Simon. It's about the lives of people. So Ifeanyi Ejiofor, that is the bone of contention, is that Simon is misleading people. And because I know Simon personally, and when he started all this nonsense, people were even sending me dealings he had with, in fact, right from when they were doing fundraising, him and all of those women that were doing fundraising, I reached out to him that time and I said, Simon, these people you're about to do this fundraising with, I think you see that they are having issues with that. Why are you doing that? You remember the one that's always tweeting? Hello? Are you the person that called now?
No, I'm just calling for the first time. Good evening.
Good evening. Biko, hold on. I'm answering. I will come back to you. Just stay on the line. Okay. So the issue there is that when Simon was doing this raising of money thing, when I called him, first of all, he said, no, that these people that are calling me into this thing, I'm not doing this thing with them. And I said, bros, this is a very sensitive period, though. Don't get yourself into the next thing. After talking with me, I don't go and start playing my conversations with people. The next thing, I saw him spreading the flyer, and I was surprised. And then the next thing, he was raising the money with them. At the end of the day, how did all that end? It became a disaster. So that means I was correct. And then when this was going, I went round to all the people who were how do they say that people are stakeholders. I talked to the leadership of IPOB. I talked to the family of Nnamdi Kanu. I talked to some other people who I know they are stakeholders in this case. And what they are saying is running counter to what Simon is saying. He blocked me. He didn't want to talk with me anymore. Fine. But then let's take something like the issue of sit at home. You keep talking about sitting at what? Why are you? First of all, you tell people that nobody should listen to anything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says, and as long as it's in DSS dungeon, you will not take what he says. He comes out of DSS dungeon, you see him in open court, you see him talking to his brother, you see him talking to his lawyer, even though he talks with them inside DSS, but you see him talking in public, you still come to your show and you say it's a lie. Who gave you that kind of guts? Who give you that kind of boldness? Come and talk all this trash. If I'm telling you, it's just 419. It's not true. And what else do you want me to do? People just kept being deceived. But whenever he's going to talk, he will call, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, disciple, you're just playing with people's minds. Then you say you're going to stop Biafra in 20 days, 100 days, 61 days, you're forming Biafra government. Come on. You're forming ESN, you're forming security service, all of that thing, people are dying. Why are you playing with people's lives? So that's my problem with him. Sorry, let me take somebody else and I'll call you back. Okay, my brother, you're calling from UK. Go ahead.
Okay, good evening, Doctor. I just have a brief information to give. It's Sam Malaki. So, what I want to tell you is, you are trying to teach people who know what they are doing.
Okay.
Those on your comment section knows exactly what they are doing. They are not ignorant. They are paid to deceive the gullibles. There is a lot of money involved in this game. I just want to tell you, IPOB has found out what they are doing. We spent more than 1.5 years trying to teach them. At the end, we found out that none of them are involved in IPOB. None. And the very few that are now speaking in favor of him are all paid. So what I'm trying to do, stop wasting your time responding to them, because they exactly know what they are doing. Doctor, this is the truth. They are not ignorant.
Okay.
And no new person is following him. This is a lot of money is involved. Doctor, a lot of money is involved. These people created more than 10,000 fake social media profiles to fight the agitation. They all know Igbo people are not as stupid as what we are seeing of recent. They know what they are doing, Doctor. This is what I have to tell you. Thank you so much for picking my call. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You see what I'm saying? See, it's just a matter of time. The whole truth will come out. I'm telling you, Simon Ekpa is fraudulent, pure fraudulent. I've talked with someone one-on-one now, so I know when this whole thing switched. It's not about any Biafran struggle at all. When you hear some pronouncements, after a while, that one will fade away. You just wake up one day and say, we have gone to United Nations, and this one, that one, this one. Sorry, my brother, you got cut off. Go ahead. So I hope you heard my, when I was telling you what my problem is. It's not just with Simon, but with the whole thing. I hope you heard it too, because your phone was off. Okay. So what's your next issue?
Mr. Chid.
Yes, sir.
I've followed you for years.
Thank you.
Also, I think I have called you one of these days, I think last 2 years, with your number.
Okay. Okay.
My brother, I want to tell you, it's just like this last caller who called. Said a lot of money is involved. They recruited how many thousand? But he heard this thing from the lawyer. You see, I hate when people join issues. Mazi, our leader, we are talking about. This is not the first time he has been arrested. Okay. 2017, what happened? Why is everything that is happening now, you people are pushing it into Simon Ekpa? Let me refer you to 2020. What happened in EndSARS?
Tell me.
Why are you people pushing this narrative? What happened in EndSARS?
Tell me now.
Is it Simon Ekpa?
Tell me.
Is it Simon? What happened in Lagos? Is it Simon Ekpa that caused it?
No, it's not. It's not. So don't do in my show. Don't do in my show what you're claiming that people are doing. Don't join. If you listen to me, listen 1 second, so that we don't mix things up, my brother. Just 1 second, okay? Because you just brought out something here. Listen, there are so many people out there who are using this Biafra struggle to their own advantage. Not only Simon Ekpa, don't get me wrong, I don't push it there. Don't push it there at all. There are so listen, because even you say it, that's where we begin to have a problem. It's not only Simon Ekpa. Even the government of Nigeria is making money through Nnamdi Kanu. There are people in Igbo land that are making money through Nnamdi Kanu. It is everywhere. There are criminals who go out. They go out, they dress like IPOB, they go into filling station, they take their fuel, they carry people's food. People dress up and say they are ESN, and they do things, they rape you and they kidnap. Everybody is taking advantage of it. But those people, I can't reach them. And I know, that's the point I'm trying to make to you, that the role that Simon Ekpa is doing, the role that he's playing, is helping to exacerbate this already messed up situation. He shouldn't be doing that. Just like me right now, I can take advantage of this situation and just run something to make money out of it. So look, let anybody face who they want to face. But what Simon Ekpa is doing is directly connected to affecting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and affecting the struggle. That's why you see me talking to him like that.
How? Explain to me. How?
Okay, how? Okay, how?
Somebody that will go to the ground.
Okay.
Did he have any choice?
Okay.
Our leader is in a prison.
You know, I want to have a discussion. I want to have a dialogue with you. I don't want you to feel. I don't want you to feel that. I don't want you to feel. I don't want you to feel that because I will give you a chance to talk. That's what I want you. That's what I want you to do. Listen, I accommodated you. I know you're in support of Simon Ekpa. I am not cutting you off. That's why I want to explain to you. I want you. Listen now. Listen. So listen.
I'm also your support.
Okay, so listen now.
As long as you're doing the right, I support you.
Well, okay, so listen, listen, and I'm going to let you talk now. I need you to understand one thing, okay? That the reason why I am picking on Simon Ekpa is that this is somebody I've interacted before this switch, before this thing started happening. And based on where we are right now, that's why you see me sounding the way I am sounding. And we will have this dialogue so that we understand each other. You will make your point, and I will make my point, and then we will be able to compare notes and see where each other is going. You just so go ahead. Go ahead. You know, you talked about Onye Jinala, somebody that they are holding to ground. It doesn't have any other thing to do, and what he's doing is the right thing. If you've made that point, let me answer you. But if you want to expand on it, go ahead and expand on it.
Our leader is in a DSS dungeon. Do you know a night, a day he spent in a DSS custody? Do you know the pain? Do you people understand the pain this man is going through? What happened 2017? In absence of these people, what is it called? Who opened fire in a high sea? What do you think will happen? Why they did not come? Why Ejiofor did not come and tell us that thing that Avengers should stop what they are doing? That what they are doing is affecting him inside. Why now? This 2022. Why you people are doing like this? Do you people want him to die? Everybody should keep quiet. Go your normal business until they will kill him there. You people will come, will clap for him.
Okay, so let me now speak to you. You see, and this is the same argument a lot of people have put forward. The argument that you see, Simon Ekpa is the one that is Simon Ekpa is the one that is still talking about it. Because he's talking about it, we should all allow him to judge. It doesn't matter what he says. As long as he's talking about it, it is good. It's not, it's just like saying, Ocharabuta, Ochagibuta. It's not like that. It is the merit. No. You see, that's why you're getting it wrong. It has, sorry, somebody had called in. I want to call him back because I cut him off by accident. See, it is the merit of what that person is saying. Okay, you now, tell me what you, just tell me now. You are trying to convince me, or you are convinced that, do you know that, you know that Showore, Moyole Showore was in DSS dungeon, right? You know that very well. You know that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good. I'm sure, unless you don't believe it, but I'm sure you believe that if there are people very close to Omoyele Showore and what happened and what is happening and has access, I'm sure you must believe that I'm one of those people, right?
Sure.
So maybe you must also believe that I know the workings of DSS. I know what happens to the person who is inside there. I know what is possible and what is not possible. It's not a big deal. So you can't come and tell me that once somebody is inside there, it's a big lie. I'm telling you. Who the person there? Yes, They suffer just mental torture by being anybody that is there just one day, just 1 second inside that place. I don't wish that to anyone, but listen to me, my brother. He's not living a luxurious life. The reason why I gave you Shore is just to let you know that I've also dealt with somebody who was there. The impression that that person doesn't have an interaction with their lawyer, with their family, it is absolutely lie. Now, let me ask you another question. How come, unless you don't believe the lawyers when they come to court and when they defend him and then when they come out with a statement, you don't believe those statements? I want you to answer this one. Do you believe those statements that the lawyers come out with after they go to court? Thank you. They go to court to give updates. No, I just asked you. I just asked you a question. Bright Ibokwe, I'll let you talk. Just give me 1 second. So, my brother, you see, I just asked you that question. Ozekhome, Ejiofor, Ejimako, and all the other lawyers, they go and hold a meeting with him. That meeting is the briefing he has with them. After they've briefed him, he has briefed them. He gives them the content. We also had Femi Falana, who was defending Omoyele Sowore, and we know the kind of meetings that we held with him. That's what I'm telling you. After all that, it is the no, I'm coming and then you answer. It is the information, it is the interaction you have with your lawyers, because these are the people that your life is almost in their hands. Whatever they say, a lawyer can also go there and say, we plead guilty on your behalf, and that will mess up your case. Now, he trusts them, they go to court, they argue his case based on his interaction with them, because it's not him that defends himself. His lawyers defend him. Based on what he told them, they managed to make the government drop not 1, not 2, not 3, 10 counts of the charges against him, and even more. You clap, you rejoice, you think it's okay. How come? Innocent. Eh? He didn't do anything. Our leader is innocent. He didn't do anything. So the lawyers are not playing it. Even the lawyers don't even have to be there. They are doing their work. So okay, good. So how come you now choose when somebody now tells you that, okay, the same person you believed when they went to court, the same person you believe they are doing their job, now comes, and because he says something that is counter to what Simon Ekpa wants, that particular thing becomes a lie. It becomes something you cannot trust. It becomes something that comes from a man in the dungeon. Bright, okay? Before you talk, let Bright say something then, because I kept him waiting. Bright, go ahead.
That man, I would like to be polite. That man that is saying that, I know he's an elder person, right? Okay. If he's acting in good faith, if that man is acting in good faith, I don't see the reason why he will bring that his onion do it in dungeon. It was Simon Ekpa'S case that we are talking about. Ask him. He's listening to me. If he wants to call me, give him my number, then I can discuss with him logically. Is Simon who chose Simon to be doing what he's doing? That is number one. Number two is this, right? Is Simon recognized by POS, which is the structure that Nnamdi. The problem that I have with our people is that, right, we are wicked and ghetto. We don't know rule of law. Every American that I stay here, even though I studied, every American, whether they go to school or not, they are logically inclined because that's the procedure. America, I just don't know why our people don't know a structure that is put. Who is Simon Ekpa? I don't have some problem with Simon Ekpa. I have problem with him. He is not an IPOB member. He's the structure. He's following Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu put a structure. Say BOS, and he's violating it, insulting his mother. He said he is his disciple too. And you guys are foolishly, idiotically, and mesmerizing my people. And you tell me that you have brain. You are ghetto.
Okay, Bright, that's okay. So my brother, go ahead and I can't hear you. Go ahead and answer the question. You know, I asked you a question about the lawyers. Why you choose to believe them when they talk about the case, but you don't believe them when they tell you they went to speak with Nnamdi Kanu.
I agree with them if they come out to give us the detail on the case they have with our leader. Anything past like that now he leave the update that is supposed to give us based on the case they have with Nigerian government. Now he leave the update coming to tell us to stop sit at home. Is it his duty?
So let me ask you a question. I will ask you this final question. This is the last question I will ask you. No. See, my brother, let's not beat about the bush. Let me ask you just this question. Do you believe, so you believe that Nnamdi Kanu did not say that they should stop that sit at home? You believe it's a lie?
My brother, until I see
it's a very simple question now. You believe that?
I don't believe. I don't believe.
Let me ask you the question again so that you just answer it. Now, Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer came and they said that Ohamadike Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No, wait now. Let me, my brother. You know, you're my channel or you're my channel. Just wait now. Let me just ask you the question. So just listen. I don't want you to miss the question. Now, my brother, Nwafibo, you that you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you that you believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the dungeon, you that believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speaks through his lawyers, he doesn't have the opportunity to just speak. These people go to meet him. It's only when they meet him that he can send a message out. Now, you believe that what the lawyers said, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, is a lie. That's what you believe.
Yes or no? Do you want me to answer you?
Yes or no?
Yes. Yeah?
Yes, now.
Yeah. Right. You use a word there. Nnamdi Kanu lawyers.
You see, whenever you can't answer straight, I have a problem because I wish you would have answered straight, then we'll continue this. But if you like, I'll rephrase the question. I just told you the reason. You see, I'm not trying to bend. You see, let me tell you something. You see where you're going. If I had told you, listen now. If I had told you, if I had asked you, you've already answered the question without asking it. You have already shown your bias. If I had asked you, first of all, I asked you, do you believe? Okay, do you believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that? Let me read it the way it is said, so that maybe it will help. Let me tell you how it was said. Listen. Do you believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that anybody? Do you believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu warned IPOB members that anybody observing or enforcing the unsanctioned sit at home is a criminal? Do you believe that?
I didn't.
Okay, you don't. Fine, good. I like that. No, I like because it's good that you. Do you know why I had to ask you that question? Because sometimes. Okay, good. You didn't answer straight, but do you know why? Do you know why it was difficult? You know why it was difficult to you? Why it was difficult for you? Let me explain something to you. You see, when we run with, when you have been, and I don't mean this as an insult, but when it looks like your brain washed, okay, you just begin to think a certain way. But when somebody pulls you back to reality, the reality I pulled you back to, you see, if you're talking and I'm talking, we will not hear ourselves. I waited for you to talk. You see, when I pulled you back to reality, and I confronted you directly with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I wanted you to be able to tell yourself that you don't believe Ohamadike Mazi Nnamdi Kanu giving a message from that DSS dungeon. Your first It took you some time. You had to muster that, you have to get that strength from somewhere to say you don't believe him, because that's not what your heart really wants to say. Because, you know, the next level of that is that this is the means by which Nnamdi Kanu communicates with his wife. This is the means by which Nnamdi Kanu communicates with, you think he doesn't communicate with every other thing that is happening outside, but you don't believe this particular one. I'm going to stop the conversation here, gentlemen, Joe and my brother. I'm going to stop it here and go back to the thing and finish. Thank you very much, guys. So you see, the reason why I asked this person this question is that when we run with this thing, we just run with Simon Ekpa, we do all this autopilot thing, and we do. When you come back and you truly understand the implication of what you're saying, that you believe that person makes communication with his lawyers. You heard what that person said. He believes when the lawyers give him information about the case. But as long as does that, when they touch sit at home, then it's a lie. It's a lie. Now the Kanu did not say it. How? You believe that Nnamdi Kanu can give a message about his family to his lawyer. Nnamdi Kanu will give a. Do you think it's only IPOB that Nnamdi Kanu talks about? You know, he has family, he has brothers, he has one or two businesses that he's doing with people, one someplace or the other. Even if it is even maintenance in his house. Do you know his wife can ask a question to him? Honey, what about this guy, this person that he did that thing with? And he asked about this. What should we do? You don't reason that way. And she could pass because she's in London, Nnamdi Kanu is in Nigeria. How do you think they communicate? And she sends this message, and they come and tell Nnamdi Kanu, and Nnamdi Kanu tells the message back. Do you know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu communicates with so many people? And you just chose that this particular one is not said by him, but every other thing is said by him. Don't you think something is wrong somewhere? But it's up to you. If you want to continue like that, continue like that. Tomorrow we'll look back. Shaping out all of us, like I said, all man go chop breakfast. If we get it right with the struggle, with the politics, with everything, if we get it right, we'll be happy. If we get it wrong, we will continue to wallow in our misery. I was in a church when they wanted to sack the pastor. I confronted them. It's a church here in Toronto, Kingston Road Community Church. I told them what you people are doing is wrong. It is evil. Even though it was a white man that was the pastor, forgive me, but I'll say it was a white church, Canadian church. Let me use the word Canadian church, not Nigerian church. That's the point I was trying to make. Not white church, but Canadian church. Our pastor was Italian then. I told them, if you people are right, this church will continue to grow because you have removed the problem we have in the church. But if you're wrong, this church will continue to dwindle and dwindle until one day it will disappear. What happened? I left the church with my wife. The last time we went to that church, they invited us for the last service of that church. That church went down and down and down until it was no more because they were wrong. They got it wrong. They laughed at me. They said we were kicked out of leadership. We are no longer in the church. We left. Everybody thought we were the ones that made the mistake. But I live today to use that as reference. Such it is with so many things in life. I'm not perfect, like I said, but if we got it wrong, we will be the worst of, we'll be the ones regretting down the road. But for people like me, my conscience will be so clear. I told you the day I die, I want to die very empty. I will die. If you come and open my coffin, you see me, probably see me smiling because I will die happy and I've given all. I said it the way I felt. I freed my mind of everything. You can do what you want to do with your life. I want to thank you guys Even those I didn't agree with, thank you. That even my friend that called on the phone, we'll continue to be friends. I appreciate you said you're my fan. You've been with me for a long time. I really don't take that for granted, and I appreciate that. We only chose to disagree with this particular matter. And unfortunately, it is what it is, as they say. I still love those of you who love me. Those who hate me, I don't hate you, but I hate that particular issue that we don't agree with. On behalf of Dr. Erica, I want to thank all of you, and I want to say I love you, and I hope to see you guys very soon when we are privileged to have another broadcast. Bye bye.